so I understand it. And the nigga just was dead wrong, bro, at the end of the day. Okay. The nigga went and did like almost 3 years and then started trying to scratch out that motherfucker. You feel me? He got locked up in October 05, and then this lady did her first fucking case. That means they did all of the pre-shit, and then she went on her first case in 09. So how many years did he actually do before he started trying to scratch out that motherfucker with his rat claw? So you understand what I'm trying to tell you? See, he was trying to get out that motherfucker. He couldn't stay in that bitch. He want to be lit. He want to be a celebrity. He want to be popular. He want to be sought after. I know him. You know what I'm saying? So then once he got out and he seen like, oh, they ain't know me like that. I can get this shit off. I got fans still saying my name. Oh, we do a concert. Everybody talking about. I got Rick Ross, all the rappers coming. He thought it was sweet. You feel me? But at the end of the day, bro, I put that paperwork out in 2021, knowing that I didn't have the popular word. I didn't have my main page no more. It was hacked, so my word could be strong. So I needed to saturate the paperwork. So by the time that nigga got out, everybody would have had it, and that's exactly what happened. So all it took was a 50 cent to say one thing, and everybody went to the internet and just started pulling everything that I had already put up 4 years ago.
Okay, I got you. So I have 4 or 5 questions for you that are directly related to this, bro. So question number 1. What year, and you already answered this, but I need to answer it again. What year did Tammy Collins work to line Terry White from Atlanta up? What year was that?
2009.
Okay.
This my nigga Dogface. He chopping it up with Bleu Davinci. Bleu Davinci is giving the whole rundown of how Meech's third party cooperation, how he didn't snitch. You feel me? So if y'all lost, this is what's going on. Shout out to Dog, man. Dogface. Shout out to Dogface, man. Coming with him.
What year do you believe, to the best of your knowledge, did Tammy Collins form a pen pal relationship first with Big Meech?
In between October 2005 and in 2009, somewhere in between here. I couldn't tell nobody because I don't know. I don't know exactly when she wrote him. They wrote back. She started going on visits, but it had to be some time. It wasn't like a week before she did the case. They had to get friendly. Look, first of all right, let me back up because I do have more information. He had her go and do the paperwork, and I believe I might have sent you this. If not, I'll send it to you. To where she became the owner of his company, BMF Entertainment LLC, not BMF Entertainment Incorporated, because I'm the sole proprietor of that. BMF Entertainment LLC is Meech's company. He had her go put the shit in her name in 2008. Okay.
So what does that mean, though? What does it mean?
That mean that prior to her working in 2009 with the government, she started personally working for Demetrius in 2008 officially. She could have been working for him just word of mouth and shit in 2007. But 2008 is the first piece of paper trail that I could see that she actually was involved legally with him by assuming his company in her name. Okay. 2008.
So why did he form his own company outside of what you already had when everybody knows that you were the music person in BMF? So you had the entertainment component of BMF officially. Why did he go with her and form something different when you already had stuff established? You and him were still in good communication then. Still cool. So
I'm gonna tell you why. Because it was bold, bro. That's why. Because they was already working with them people, so they couldn't have me involved with nothing. What if I found out and caught the paperwork like I end up getting? And then I chose to go against Meech and expose him in the middle while we doing business together. Who's better than the person you with every day doing business? I mean, fucking with every day doing business to expose you. So what he had to do, bro, was cut everybody off. That's why no BMF members was involved with that TV show. On set, off set, all them people that was coming to that BMF premiere party and shit. 98% of them people, bro, was not actual fam that was with us out there. There's people that's connected to us, friends and family of actual members and shit like that, or homies that we know from the street that's not being affected by the sides that you got to choose was going to that shit. But when you look at niggas like Bleu Davinci, Bull, motherfucking Big Cuz, when Hill was locked up, Baby Blue was dead, Tito, D-Shot, none of these people was there. And these is all of Meech's crew. So none of Meech's crew was there. It was his mom, his family, his son, a bunch of niggas that we didn't put on that's not actually BMF was around that shit and doing that. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. So my next question to you is this. This is most important. What year did you have a conversation, as you previously reported and told it in other interviews? What year did you inform Big Meech that Tammy Collins was a snitch?
2017. So in 2017, I was on the phone with dude. This is the last time I ever heard his voice personally. Okay. We on the phone, regular conversation, big homie, little homie shit. We just talking. And I had my man Tone with me over there, another dude. He from New York. He from BMF too. And he was like, man, ask me what's up with the TV show shit. And I was like, oh yeah, bro, what's up with that TV show shit? He like, oh nigga, we doing it. He like 50 doing it. He like, y'all don't be saying shit to 50 and had a nigga, you know what I'm saying, bothered and don't do the shit. He like, but I gotta wait to holler at Tammy to see where we actually at with the paperwork. And when he's mentioned her name, see, I had been
Where we on?
And when he's mentioned her name, see, I had been talking to him and I had the paperwork, but he was on a jail phone for a long time, so I wasn't mentioning nothing. You feel me? He didn't have no private phone, so hey, he was on the regular jail phone that's being recorded, so I wouldn't bring none of this shit up. But when he mentioned her name, I automatically just was like, bro, you ain't heard what's going on with her, but she got your name fucked up in all this paperwork. And he was like, man, I heard some shit, but whatever it is, it ain't got shit to do with me.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Right there. Right there.
Right.
So when you asked him what's up with the movie / series, whatever when it become, he told you, yeah, we doing it, 50 doing it. Y'all don't be sweating him. Don't be trying to press him. Let him go and do his thing. You know, he's temperamental, basically, and he might not, you know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with him.
Yeah, don't scare him off from fucking with it. Like, I got the shit, so, you know, let it happen.
And then he said, yeah, on Tammy, but me, Tammy is spearheading the shit for him. So did you know at that point in time in 2017, did you know that Tammy had LLC, the BMF?
Yeah, I've known that since 2000. I've known that since 2014.
Okay.
That she owned the company, that she worked for him, that she owned the life rights, that she was shopping the deal. Remember, I'm in the streets. I'm seeing everybody and talking to everybody. So yes, I knew everything, bro.
Okay, so
when I was talking to him, I knew he had work. I knew everything already. I just was, you know, me as chestnut checkers. I'm trying to play the shit, see how the shit playing out, see what's really going on. But I ain't finna go. I'm one of them niggas, bro. I want to have all the information before I make a move, bro. Okay. I'm not a premature ejaculator.
So watch this back up. So listen. So what year? Pardon me. What year did she pull Cuffy?
This call will be recorded.
My bad.
No, what year?
This call is no longer being recorded.
What year did she launch the conspiracy with the DEA agent to bang Cuffy? What year?
2010. 2010. The year after they gave Terry White the time. Okay. So 2010 is when they started the Big Meech investigation.
Okay, so my next question is, what year did you become aware of the shit that was going on? Was Cuffy a beloved member of BMF?
Okay. Magic, Cuffy's brother, was actually the beloved member of BMF. Now, Cuffy would have been a beloved member of BMF as well, but he was in prison. So while we was on the street doing all that shit, Cuff was in jail. when niggas went to jail and shit, or right before niggas went to jail or whatever, Cuff got out. You see the picture with Cuff and Meech in the Rolls Royce. Right. So the Rolls Royce, it was 2004, okay? Because that's when he had that Rolls Royce down here in Miami. 2004, Cuff was out, okay? I don't know exactly what year he got out, but I know in 2004 he was around us. And of course, he's going to be considered to be BMF. Was he claiming BMF? No. I've never seen Cuff in my life say he's from BMF, ever. Ever. I don't think he'll say that shit to you. Okay, but
shout out to my nigga Dogface, man. Oh, there you go, my nigga. There you go. There that nigga go. There that nigga go. My nigga be chasing this shit down without chasing this shit down. You hear me? How you chase it down without chasing it down, nigga?
He's one of the first niggas when Meech came up that was involved with getting that paper together. You know what I'm saying? Or helping Meech, or you doing whatever he did to bring that money to the table, okay? So in all,
you hear what he said though, dog, when he said about 50, when 50 was like, oh yeah, I know. Same shit I said, that nigga said. He was like, oh, okay. So you do know about 10.
Consideration at the end of the day, yes, he would be considered to be BMF. But you got to remember something. BMF was never something that was supposed to be marketed. It's not supposed to be.
And remember, Bleu was labeled as a rat. So was Bleu labeled as a rat because they wanted to pretty much get him out the way for Meech to do his thing with old girl? So he had to put the telling shit on somebody. So won't nobody pay attention to him? Or did Bleu Davinci really have do a debrief? I'm confused, man.
Urban household name. BMF was a fucking an illegal situation, okay? It wasn't until Meech and his brother separated and Meech brought me to Atlanta, and I started bringing all my friends from LA to Atlanta, and he made his own crew outside of him and his brother.
That's what happened, doggy.
We started calling that crew BMF Entertainment because it was supposed to be the record label and not no drug team or no illegal shit. So now my record label was BMF Entertainment. When I first signed to Meech and T, bro, their company was called Stomping Ground Entertainment. They was not promoting no BMF shit. Niggas wasn't even supposed to know what BMF was, bro. This is the whole big thing. What was supposed to be marketed, bro, was Stomping Ground Entertainment. If niggas.
So Bleu Davinci really didn't tell. A motherfucker had to throw the smoke screen, smoke and mirrors, so he could do his thing on the side. And when nobody messed with Bleu, so if don't nobody mess with Bleu, nobody will believe what Blue's saying. Okay, my computer is computing right now. Okay.
In history, and look at all my first shit with them. I had the record with Too Short, called Addicted. It's on Stomping Ground Entertainment. Me, E40 and Ooey, we still here, still rolling the hood. If niggas look at that, that wasn't BMF Entertainment. It was Stomping Ground Entertainment. That video with Fabulous in it, E40 in it. And when niggas go back and look at my shit, that was Stomping Ground. There was no BMF. It was a BMF, but it was quiet as kept. Meech and all the older niggas that he fucked with, he's like, yeah, we BMF, but don't be saying nothing. We don't want people to know.
Right.
When
it don't exist, it exists, but it don't exist.
It exists, but it don't exist. Yes. Yeah. But when them niggas fell out, see, people was already knowing hearing BMF because we was still moving around deep. When it was Meech and T together, we would be deep out spending money, still like the same shit. Not as big as it was when we did it, but at the beginning, they was still doing basically the same shit. So niggas knew, oh, that's them BMF niggas. But they was promoting Stomping Ground Entertainment. So that was kind of cutting niggas from saying BMF. Like, that was quiet as kept, like a secret society. It wasn't until the niggas separated. And we all in LA and Gardena. We had been in Atlanta for a minute, kicking ass, taking names. And we got popular in Atlanta, just Meech and us, without T and his side. And they started calling us Meechie's boys. Okay. Or Meechie and his boys. We didn't have a name at that time because we wasn't promoting the label no more because the label went defunct because the partners of the label separated. So we didn't have a label, but we was outside making noise. So one time we get back to Cali, Meech and made some big ass pot of spaghetti. We sitting around the table like mobsters. We talking shit, smoking weed. And that nigga Meech like, man, bro, you gonna have to You got to come up with the label. We're gonna have to start the label. You just gonna have to do it on your own. Don't put my name in it. People don't come fuck it up, but we got to come with something. And then my cousin Bull was like, shit, niggas be saying that BMF shit. We might as well just run with BMF, nigga, and throw it up like this. And made the sign, the gang sign with his fingers. Okay, right. That's how the shit came alive. And then Meech was like, all right, Blue.
That's why you my motherfucking dog.
Go get it legal. Don't put my name on this shit so we can have everything legal. And then we just gonna rock with the BMF shit. But it's going, and I was like, but it ain't gonna be Black Mafia Family that I'm doing, bro. It's gonna just be BMF Entertainment Incorporated. So we can leave the acronym up to imagination. My name is Barima McKnight. It can mean Barima McKnight Family. Meech was like, nigga, I'm Big Meech. It's gonna mean Big Meech Family. We was all laughing and shit. And then I went and did the label. And that's how
I always thought Blue was on some fuck shit. My bad, Blue.
BMF Entertainment label officially started. Okay. We went back to Atlanta and turned it all the way up. Okay. That's where the BMF shit comes from.
So, Tammy Cowan, she started her own company.
And to keep the same energy, I got to keep the same energy. I was like, hey, Atlanta, Woody, that's your rat. Meech, that's our rat.
Dang. In what year, BMF?
What 2008. 2008.
Okay, what year they launched the plan again to knock Cuffy down?
See, I believe that whole time, even when they knocked off Terry White, the intention wasn't to knock off Terry White. It was always to get Meech out. Okay, but I believe, now this is just from my belief of just looking at the string of events. I believe that when she went to Special Agent Jack Harvey wasn't going. He was like, man, Meech ain't finna do that. I've been following this nigga for years. Hell nah, Meech ain't finna do that. No. And then you got to show me, y'all got to prove it. And then that's why Terry White got laid out. And she laid Terry White out because she had the information on him, and she's proven to the government that she's gonna be an informant and do what she got to do. And once they did Terry White and they awarded her that money, nigga, they went right into the Big Meech shit.
Okay, so
they opened that investigation.
So what money did they award her for knocking down Terry White?
It was like it was the money from the sale of his property. Okay, because she wasn't a paid informant. Right. So she wasn't a paid informant, but they awarded her money from the taxes from the sale of his properties in Atlanta. It was like 54,000 or some shit like that. They gave her some little short change. She got over 300 and something thousand for that case with Meech though, with Cuffnell.
Okay.
The government gave her over $300,000 during the course of that investigation. Okay, so a lot of people don't know that.
So then, how long do you think the investigation ran when she was putting the play together between the Suarez guy and Cuffy? How long do you think
it went from 2010? It just started 10.
Why take it down though if it's proof behind it? So the lawsuit would be defamation of character. But if it could be proven and it's true, what the fuck going on here?
It went 11, it went 12, it went 13, it went 14, it went 15, it went 16. I believe in 17 they picked them up. I could be wrong, so y'all don't fucking quote me on that. But if I'm feeling right now, that's what it was. It was years. That investigation went on for years, bro. 5 years or something like that. Okay, so listen, 6 years before it came to
I want to ask you this question again, Blue.
Yeah, Blue. Mm-hmm.
What year did you inform Big Meech
2017
that Tammy Cowan was a rat?
2017.
And that's about the same time that Cuffy got banged out, right?
Yes. So now look, this is how it happened, bro. 2017, this is before Cuffnam, right before, sometime before Cuffnam, whenever Cuffnam got picked up, they wasn't in jail yet. So whenever that was, when I talked to him about the shit, when he mentioned it to me and I said it to him, that's when he knew that I knew. But I've been knew. I had the paperwork since 2014. Okay, the first paperwork I seen had Meech named a co-conspirator, bro. He was named listed number 1 in the indictment. My nigga. First paperwork.
Number 1 in the indictment for who? Terry White?
On the cuff? No, he never been on the case for Terry White, bro. Okay. That had nothing to do with Meech. Nothing at all. That was just her proving that she was going to do it for the government.
Right.
That's all Terry White was. It was just, all right, show us that you for real. All right, nigga, here go Terry White. Bam.
Okay. Terrence Gangster Williams was sitting down with Charleston White like a couple days ago. It just came out 2 days ago, something like that. And he was explaining a third party cooperation. He was saying that, man, niggas in jail, in the feds, them motherfuckers be sitting up doing that shit all the time. All the time. Like he broke it down. Like, this shit's regular.
His ass. Oh shit, she for real. All right, then what you say about me to them? Right. And then they went on.
And everybody had to do they proving ground
14
to get in.
So now I'm like, damn, but mind you, I'm still when Meech wasn't in the hole, because you gotta remember this
same
nigga's
thing
the only nigga I know
Tammy
in federal
did.
history that ain't stabbed no nigga and been in the hole for 80% of his prison bid, bro. Niggas go to the hole for a couple months and then be back on the yard, or they you know what I'm saying, whatever. If they too bad, keep fighting, keep fucking up, they send you to another yard. Okay, maybe once. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be a fucking gladiator, my nigga. You got to be causing all the problems in the prison, bro, to get handled like that. So for a long time, we wasn't able to talk to him for long stints of time because they had him in the hole while this investigation was going. See, they really put him in there because they couldn't have him on that phone in no wiretaps, getting caught up in a wiretap because he's supposed to be third party. You know what I'm saying? He ain't supposed to be involved. So they just went on and put him up. You couldn't write the nigga for real. Well, you might could write him, but he definitely couldn't call. He wasn't talking to nobody on no phones or none of that for a long time, and everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? And then 17, though, is when he mentioned her name, is when I exposed that I knew about the paperwork. And once I exposed that I knew about the paperwork, he cut me off. So he never spoke to me again. So I had his son. Watch this. Hold on. Let me just land this part. Right. I had his son after I told him.
So that's when he told JD, it's like,
Meech was still like my nephew at the time.
Bleu
so he would be coming to my house and shit after school sometime and shit, just kicking a G or whatever, right? So I called Mimi to my house. We call him Mimi. I called Mimi to my house. I'm like, look, bro, this paperwork. I went over it with him. I showed him what Tammy was saying.
Whoa. So you telling me you showed Little Meech the paperwork?
Little Meech, he was like 17 before he graduated high school. I knew through Meech's girl at the time, her name was Big Meech Wifey. And I knew that Lil Meech was finna go on a visit in like 3 weeks to go see his daddy. So I called him to my house to give him the paperwork. I texted paperwork to his phone so he'd have it in his phone. And then I went through it with him and read out the important parts. I had him highlighted and read out the important parts. Like, look, this is what it's saying. This is going on. I just want to make sure your daddy know, even though I'm pretty sure he know. It's this far along in the case, his name all in this shit, he know. But I want to make sure, because I don't know for sure what he know, that your daddy know. Because at that time, I'm still pro-Meech. This is my man. You feel me? So I'm on Meech's side at the time to a certain extent because the paperwork was reading like what everybody be trying to say. Oh, it was the girl that did it against Meech. It wasn't Meech, it was her. It was her. So I'm like, if it was her, let me make sure this nigga know. So once I told Lil Meech that shit, bro, that nigga left my house. 3 weeks later, that nigga went on the visit to his daddy. A week after that, I get the first call from Dewey from Detroit. And he's like, hey, man, what's up with this nigga Mimi, man? And Manissa, his sister, Meech's daughter. They running around the whole D telling everybody they daddy said you a rat. You ain't no good. You ain't from BMF no more. Like, what the fuck is up with this? Now, mind you, Dewey is the nigga that I start doing all the parties with in Detroit when I came home, okay? But before we start doing them parties, he was Meech's man, you know what I'm saying, on the phone with Meech every day, okay? So he asked Meech, man, what's up with Bleu, man? I'm trying to get these, start doing these parties. Meech, man, that's bro, nigga, that's like my son, man. Hell yeah, do that shit, get that shit done, nigga. He just coming home, hell yeah, turn it up. We did a series of parties for 4 years in Detroit, okay? So when he started hearing that Mimi was telling everybody in Detroit that his daddy said that I was a rat, he like, man, hold up, bro. What the fuck going on? Like, that ain't cool. He called me like, bro, now this shit ain't cool. Because I got a personal relationship with the man and not no different. So what the fuck is something going on? And I told him, I'm like, yep, I told that nigga that I had that paperwork, bro, and now they going against me. So that's how it started. It started way back then, before the show even aired, in like 2017, 18. Motherfuckers in the D start, oh, Bleu a rat, Bleu a rat, Bleu a rat. I'm like, all right, I'm sitting back. I'm like, all right, bet, I see how they moving. So I just let it play out because I had to sit there and see what everybody was doing and what everybody was saying. So it took me a while to collect all of the information. And once I seen how they was moving, once the show aired and it started and they start having them premiere parties and all the people that was supposed to be quote unquote connected to BMF was pulling up, oh my God, it went crazy. I had a chance to separate the men from the boys. I could see who was just groovy dick sucking and who was staying down, a nigga who was standing on 10 toes and gonna stand on some morals. And there was only like a handful of niggas that didn't try to go fuck with them niggas that I know. Everybody else went and tried to, and them niggas had paperwork. Niggas already knew he was hot and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit went.
Okay. So my next question is, you told him that she was on fire, and he said it doesn't. What did he say again specifically? What was his response?
He said, I heard some shit. This is verbatim. He said, I heard some shit, but whatever it is, it ain't got shit to do with me. And just by saying that to me, you sound stupid because your name is listed as A in the indictment. You looking like the motherfucking leader. You got the leadership role in the initial paperwork. See, this paper, that motion that's out in 32 pages that everybody be reading that tell the whole story. It don't tell the part that Meech was at the beginning, that Meech was locked up as conspirator A because he's on the side of the government. They pulled him from out that the trouble part of the case. He never got charged with them niggas. So you mean to tell me that everybody knows that Meech set up this play, even let's just say hypothetically, he didn't have nothing to do with setting the people up, right? All he wanted to do was run a play and told her, and she did it on her own, right? Mm-hmm. So once she told the police and wrapped them all up, how come Meech ain't get charged? How come his ass wasn't going to jail and in court with him? He wasn't even on the case no more, bro. Come on, man, niggas better stop playing, bro. He wasn't even on the case, my nigga. He started off as a co-defendant to cuff him. It ended up not even being in the courtroom when all the shit was happening. My nigga.
Hold on, Blue. See, here's where things get fuzzy. Now you're saying that he was initially wrapped up with Cuffy.
How could he not be? When you read the paperwork says that Meech instructed this girl to go do A, B, and C, correct?
Yes, it says that.
Now how could the fuck he not be the leader of the shit? He's the one that made up the whole play. Look, I need you to go down here, get with this essay I was with, then I need you to go get with this nigga. It's supposed to be 20 every time 20. Get my money and make sure I got mine. If you read the paperwork, that's what he told her. So who's the fucking leader of the conspiracy?
Okay, I got another question. This is very important. Once the indictment came down, with Cuffy being the principal figure in the indictment, in relationships that what Tammy Collins had laid down, did Cuffy ever bring this situation to Meech's attention? And if so, when? And if he did,
I'd have to get Cuff on the phone to ask him exactly when. But from communication with Cuff through via voice and via text, because I got the text message when he said what I'm going to say right now to support it. Okay, when he first got fucked up, he had an opportunity to communicate with Meech. When he communicated with Meech, I guess it was around the time where they were saying that Meech could have got on the stand and spoke on his behalf and say he ain't do it or whatever. That's in the paperwork. Well, that nigga got on the line with Meech or through a letter or however they did it. I believe it was on the phone. And Meech told that nigga, I ain't know that girl. That's Blue people. Blue hooked me up with her, which I never did. Blue hooked me up with her to do my fan club. Blue working with the feds with that girl. So Meech told Cuff that it was me that was working with this bitch with the feds that got him fucked up, bro.
That nigga turned the whole table. Like, I only know her cause of him. That's his girl. She sucking his dick. Cuffy. Not me. It's me. Meech. This shit get deep.
And when niggas get Cuff on the line, he'll tell you himself, nigga. So this is the type of shit that Meech was doing the whole time. What people don't understand, my nigga. Niggas don't understand how this nigga was playing, bro. They all, they all jaded by the celebrity shit. But in actuality, Cuz was trying to throw me under the bus because that was my bitch back in the day. So he trying to, that's blue people. Like, nah, nigga, that's blue people, nigga. And you just told this nigga that I worked with the feds with him. I got the message. Well, come tell me. This nigga told me you worked at Cup and told the niggas in St. Louis it's a no-fly zone for blue. It was crazy. I was getting calls back there from niggas in St. Louis like, bro, they saying you can't come out here. What's up? What's going on? I can't now go where the fuck I want to go. Who the fuck said I can't come somewhere? I'm on the way. Best stuff strapped down. What's happening? You feel me? That's how I was feeling. And then once me and Cup start communicating again and figured everything out, he's like, nigga, I done told the boys. He's like, shit, I gotta call my daughter and call to the neighborhood and let them know, nigga, you golden, nigga. I'm like, God damn, bro, that's crazy. I would have went to fucking St. Louis and got killed. Because niggas thinking that I done set Cuffy up because of the shit that this nigga done did. Real G shit, bro.
All right, well, listen, bro. I need a timeline because one of the biggest things that's going on in Detroit and around the country is when did Meech know it, if he knew it, and when he did know it or he did become aware of it, what did he do? And
but that's not a question, bro. That's not a valid question. You can't ask that question when he is the creator. My nigga, it's his play. He made it up. So his only answer could be like, shit, I came up with this shit in 2007 while me and this bitch was on the phone one night. When she came to visit, I was like, fuck it, the essay didn't got out. It's time to put this shit together. He can only tell you that. See, he didn't learn about what she was doing. He had her go do what she did. He sent her to his controlling officer.
So
come on, bro. She just jumped up one day and luckily landed up with Special Agent Jack Harvey, the nigga that just so happened to lock all of us up. Come on, bro. Like, I know niggas be trying to, not you, but I'm just saying, I know niggas be trying to get a nigga the benefit of the doubt, bro, but at some point you gotta live in reality. You gotta stop playing and call a spade a spade. The nigga won. The nigga put his play together. Just like a bunch of niggas be doing in the feds to try to get out. I done seen niggas when I was in prison that they hid the murder weapon, nigga, and waited till they got locked up for some whole other shit. They had a girl go retrieve the murder weapon and take it to the people to get the nigga time cut. So niggas play all these kind of scandalous ass games. The thing about Meech is he had to try to do it and save face. He tried to do it to where nobody knew. Then he tried to use this bitch as a scapegoat, knowing that. And then once the shit came out and she tried to go to him like, bro, everybody know people was knowing, he gonna try to tell her, leave my name out that shit. Just leave my name out that shit. What you mean leave my name out that
so
shit?
That's the goal. So that's a heartbeat question. A heartbeat question is when you become aware that this shit is going down, when you become aware that this is what people are saying or this is what's going to take place, your response is don't do it. Hell no. What the fuck, bitch? What you say? Hell no.
When he said that, the investigation had already been going on for some years, bro, for a couple years. They had been, niggas, government been paying, so government paying niggas, I don't know the actual people, but the government been paying niggas in prison. It's niggas that was locked up that was getting money from that investigation, bro.
God,
I don't know what for. It don't explain what for. It don't say if they was giving information. They don't say
they
why.
said it's got 300,000.
Just one, but it's an inmate.
Which means she got more.
To receive government funds from this investigation, bro. I don't know all what they had going on, but it was a lot. And it had happened for a long time, and it was quiet as kept. Nobody knew it. This nigga was shopping a whole movie deal, but the movie deal was saying keep anybody that's actually associated with BMF away from the whole production. So that's why nobody never seen on set with 50 and Lil Meech. It wasn't no bull. Even if Meech had a beef with me, he ain't had no beef with Bull. He ain't had no beef with Big Cuz. He ain't had no beef with D-Shot. He ain't had no beef with Tito. He ain't had no beef with none of these niggas that was out there on the street. Why none of these niggas was on set? Because he couldn't afford to chance it. That if one of these real niggas knew what was going on, they'll blow the whole shit up from the inside, so he kept everybody out.
So, my other question is, so do you think that...
Because you got to think, why wouldn't he want other BMF members to eat? Like, everybody had their own brain. I'm sure the closest members to him, he knew if they was good enough to be with the BMF scene as far as 50 and all that. It had to been one or two people he look at like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let you rock out. Go ahead, be in BMF and shit like that. Nigga, it wasn't one person. Not one. And it's a reason for that.
He said, really launched this attack against Meech because he was mad about 50 Cent making.
You're right. It wasn't one original BMF member. It wasn't none of that. It wasn't none of the guys.
No, I think that is a part of it. That fuels the fire. But no. See, if niggas really followed this shit, they would see that in 2021 when I start releasing all of this information, when my main Instagram page had 192,000 followers, okay? I started posting to my Instagram page directly adding 50, saying, hey, bro, did you know before or after you did the deal with Tammy that she was a government informant? And I made posts, I put the paperwork up, I was adding them and all that, right? So now the people on my page, my fans on my page was like, damn, 50, why you ain't responding? You had all that shit to say to Jeezy, because this was a little while after, remember, he was coming at Jeezy when he was talking about the shit, and he was like, yeah, Jeezy, he say he want his money, and all of this shit he was talking about, right?
Right.
Well, right after that was happening, and I was making my post, the people on my page was like, yeah, Phil, what's up? Why you ain't responding back to Blue? Like, damn, like, what's going on? Like, you feel me? And then, like, 2 days later, my page was hacked, okay? But I've been telling that nigga 50 since 21, since the show first aired, what was going on. So he knew, bro. He knew. He might didn't know for sure, had to go do some more due diligence to find out. But I feel, and I don't know for a fact, y'all, so don't quote me again, but I feel personally like he knew. And then once dude took that picture, like he knew at least from 21 when I was saying it. He might didn't know from why they was producing it when he first met him and all that because it was quiet as kept. But at least in 21 he knew, and I feel like he was already looking for an out. Because if you look at Meech, Little Meech and 50 Cent relationship post 2021, it ain't never been the same. Like, especially once Meech start doing all the dumb shit, and getting caught with the gun at the airport telling and doing all that other shit he was doing, all that bitches saying he stank in the strip club everywhere. Just all the bad media. I don't think 50 was fucking with none of that either. And then to me, this is a personal opinion, it just looked like 50 kind of separated himself from that.
No,
he wasn't posting shit about the TV show no more. You feel me? It was a bunch of other shit on his page and shit like that.
Well, let me tell you this right here. The shit that the strippers have been saying from Miami to Atlanta to New York about Lil Meech being a little bad body odor ass, little liners from Snoopy Doo ass, that nigga's a funky ass nigga. That nigga is a funk body.
I don't know, man. I ain't been around.
I ain't asking you no nothing. I'm telling you, every bitch I know say that nigga's a funky son bitch. You hear me? So, let me tell you something. So right now.
Hey, look, Meech, get some Mitchum, bro. Mitchum.
Right,
when I used to work in the trap, I used to be up 3 days straight, no shower, doing my shit back when I was 16, 17 years old, and I used to use Mitchum. And you won't stink, you won't sweat. You got 3 days before you got to take you a shower.
Yeah, for you start smelling dead body. You got 3 days before you start smelling dead body.
Shut the fuck up.
Here's my final question. My final question to you is about.
I want to teach that nigga how to take a
When
shower.
it comes to this company campaign, this is an obvious question. I have two, but the obvious question is: all the rumors and all the insinuation and all of the exposing Meech for what happened and what took place with the Tammy and Cuffy. This shit has been going on for years. Why did it take 50 Cent to expose it before niggas who supposed to be in a position to know better to start raising their ears and raising their eyebrows like, what the fuck? Why did it take that?
Because we in 2025, bro, we are in an information age, and there's no respect for word no more. It's only respect for popularity. That's why. So if you're not popular and everybody listening to every post you saying and rooting for you and shit, then your word ain't really valid until somebody like that stamps it. So now, what do I get, man? Everybody, my bad, Blue. I was calling you a rat. It really was never no paperwork, and I could really see what was going on now. You got niggas going publicly online. I'm gonna post one as soon as we get off the phone, because people know who this dude is. Some guy from New York or somewhere. I don't know who the person is, but a nigga sent me a video of a nigga confessing, laying on his couch, saying, "Man, I'm sorry, Bleu Davinci. I'm sorry, bro. I called you all out your name. I said this, I said that. I know I never had no paperwork. I was going off word of mouth because I was respecting the word of the people that I was hearing." And he said, "Man, I apologize. That nigga's a real nigga. I'm going to post that shit. I wasn't even going to post it, but since you said that, I'm going to post that shit on my page so niggas can see." You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro, I never was here to do nothing but set the record straight as it pertained to me and Meech in that situation. So the narrative at that point was, "Oh man, Bleu Davinci told."
What they do?
Who he told on? He didn't really tell on nobody, but he did a debriefing.
I'm one of the niggas that Blue talking about. I gotta be one of the niggas. You feel me? Cause I was wrong. Blue ain't the rat. Fuck up. My bad.
Well, he did a debriefing. Hold on, but they say that at the debriefing, did no information come to the government. So what's up with that? What happened? Who locked up? Who got the time? Who he put under the gun in the debriefing is what niggas want to know. But there ain't no information valid for that because I had no information, bro. All these rat ass niggas had already told the whole story a year before I even got locked up. It was nothing for me to say when I got there anyway, my nigga. But yep, whatever y'all said I did. Show me my bunk. Let me get my first offenders. This is my first time going to prison, bitch. I want everything that's coming to me on what I could get. No telling, no none of that, nigga. Then niggas like, "Oh, well, he got a downward departure." You fuck niggas, I ain't that. Bro, the only way you can get a downward departure is if you have been sentenced. So if I'm sentenced to 10 years and then something go on, then I can get a downward departure from my already set sentence, bro. No. I got a immediate role reduction at sentencing. Before a sentence was imposed on me, my attorney said, "Hey man, all the people that made the statements that told on all these co-defendants, which I got 13 co-defendants, if people didn't know, it's not me on the case by myself. All the statements is concurrent. They all the same. So all these niggas got minor roles, but they holding me at an average role. Okay, it's unconstitutional." And my lawyer knew it the whole time I was being held for the whole 2.5 years. And he said, "I ain't gonna say nothing so they can try to put some kind of motion in and stop it and fight it. I'm gonna wait until we at sentencing. And I'm gonna pop it up on them. And I'm gonna call for an immediate role reduction." So that's something that has to happen right now. And the judge got to look at it. And when he called for it, she looked at it and she said, "I don't see why not." They called for a recess, nigga. The government called for a recess. Brought me, now I'm at sentencing. You know, nigga, you a federal nigga, you a jail nigga. You know that nigga sentencing when you in that pod at court for sentencing, niggas go down there for 15 minutes and be back up 17 years, 8 years, 24 years, 5 years, 7 years. It'd be 15 minutes. Nigga, my sentencing was 1 hour and 30 minutes, bro, with a lunch in between it. Like it was a trial, a small trial. Because I went for immediate role reduction during my sentencing hearing, nigga. Because I was in the right. And the judge knew I was in the right. And then the people came back and tried to enhance me a 924G, a felon with a firearm and a commission of a felony, or some shit like that, right? I had 4 felony stops in Atlanta, nigga, when we was under investigation. The feds pulled me over 4 times and searched my car and everything. Never found nothing, okay? The feds never searched my house during this investigation, but it was said in the paperwork that my house was one of the houses that was raided, okay? Never searched my house to find no firearm. So when they tried to come with this ghost firearm saying that we know that in these drug organizations, these people use drugs to protect the guns, and we found guns in the case. But the judge wasn't stupid. She was like, "Okay, well, what guns was found at Mr. McKnight's house?" And then my attorney could stand up and say, "Well, Mr. McKnight's house was never raided." And the judge was like, "What do you mean Mr. McKnight's house was never raided? You mean to tell me you got William Doc Marshall telling you that he's seen hundreds of kilograms of cocaine coming to 5 addresses and y'all only raided 4 addresses and didn't raid the 5th one?" She's like, nope, there's been backdated statements. That's it. Niggas pull up the transcripts on my shit, on my sentencing. You'll see the judge say everything I just said. And she knew it. She said, all right, though. She said, no 924G. I'm going to award Mr. McKnight the minor role reduction. So now on my federal guidelines, my shit dropped. On the guidelines, that's pre-sentencing. That's what you charged with. What you being held accountable for. It's how I got a minor role reduction and not a downward departure from a sentence. But see, a lot of these niggas, they don't know nothing about the streets. They don't know nothing about the legal system. They just niggas out here with a fucking mouth and they just talk for popularity. That's why I don't talk for popularity. I only talk with knowledge, bro. How you supposed to do it.
So watch this, T. Watch this, Blue. Why haven't we heard from J-Bo? Why haven't we heard from?
We have heard from J-Bo. No, J-Bo said he the paperwork.
No. Oh yeah. If you the paperwork and you let if your role in BMF is that serious, if you are that much of a powerful player, and if you are that knowledgeable, how can you go all these years hearing this shit and not investigate this shit? And why isn't J-Bo saying nothing right now?
Niggas is with that shit, bro. J-Bo is soft as a hot bowl of ice cream. Listen, my nigga, I'm telling you about these. I know these niggas. I was around these niggas for real for years, bro. I know these niggas, bro. Nigga ain't built like that. He ain't like that for real, bro. Any nigga that'll even get up there and say some shit like, oh, I don't need no paperwork. I'm the paperwork. You know he ain't no gangster. Ain't no real street nigga. Ain't no nigga that honor these codes and move by this shit that I didn't learn in these streets. Go ever let no shit like that come out their mouth, because what's supposed to come out your mouth is some shit like this. Nigga, before I say any nigga ratted, nigga, I got to see it in black and white. I want to see what the government's saying, because they gonna tell the truth. They ain't got no reason to lie like that. They trying to put your ass in jail. They gonna tell you exactly what you did, nigga, or exactly what you said, or whatever, nigga. They put the paperwork up, bro. Period.
My last question.
You know what I'm saying? At the beginning, listen, bro, at the beginning of this shit, my nigga, I told this nigga J Diggs, I said, bro, they took me to a debriefing meeting today. Right? As soon as I said that nigga went off on, oh, nigga, you ain't supposed to debrief, nigga, that's ratting, and blah, 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 hung up in my face and called Meech and told me, this nigga Blue debrief. Here go Meech. Oh, my God, this nigga's a rat. I can't believe, man, it's my nigga, man. I love this nigga, man, but this nigga a rat. Now, J Diggs gonna make a song and explain that situation. But J Diggs never let me tell him that, yeah, them niggas took me to a debriefing meeting, but what they didn't know was my paid attorney said, nigga, well, we could agree to this debriefing meeting because we ain't got no information for him. Look right here in front of us. In my PSR, in my pre-sentence investigation, everybody done told the story backwards, forwards, upwards, downwards. It's information that I don't even know all over the place in this paperwork. So what do I have to add to that shit? I don't gotta add nothing to these niggas' story that they already told the whole story from beginning to end 66 times. So that was my position. All right, nigga, now I'm confident. I can come here, yeah, look. I did everything y'all said I did. Shit. I don't give a damn. I'm taking a plea anyway. But shit, I don't got nothing to add to it. What you want me to make some shit up? Yeah, that spaceship came out and dropped some bricks one day. I don't got nothing to add to y'all story, bro. They done told the whole story.
So
that's what the debriefing was about. So that's how I was able to skip the debriefing and still be awarded my First Offenders Act, bro. Because if I buck the debriefing and tell them, nah, I ain't taking no debriefing, then I'm automatically not eligible for the safety valve. See, I took Article 1 of the safety valve. Niggas talk about the safety valve. It's 2 articles. It's one article where you can attain a downward departure if you got what disqualifies you in your case, like a gun, violence, prior criminal history. Okay, you can't be awarded for a safety valve with all that shit unless you use Article 2 of the safety valve and then you apply for a 5K1 downward departure or Rule 35 downward departure. Then you can still be awarded the year off of the drug program and go to RDAP and federal prison and still have all this bad shit on your record or just shot a nigga in your case and because you tell it. Okay, but Article 1 means you got to plea out in a timely manner, which I did. Okay, you got to not have any criminal history, which I didn't have as my first offense. And you also got to have no violence or a gun in your case, which I didn't have. So it qualified me for my first offenders, bro. And niggas don't know the laws and they don't know these shit. They don't know these statutes, so they be speaking on shit that they don't know. Oh, nigga, I heard safety valve is ratting. That nigga got a safety valve, he ready. That mean, nigga, you ain't never spent no money with a lawyer, so a lawyer can teach you these motherfucking laws so you can understand what's really going on and what you can do in the parameters of them. Okay? Niggas don't know how to fight their case. Niggas just go lay down and plea out to whatever the government say. No, nigga, you go pay you 60, 70, 80,000 band for a lawyer right quick, and then he get you the best deal that he can get you without compromising yourself.
Okay, so watch this, Blue. So why aren't people as loud with everything with Big Meech and Tammy Collins? There's more evidence to point at and to examine that says that Big Meech is culpable and responsible and played a part in setting Cuffy up. There's more evidence against him doing that than there is no evidence of you telling on the soul. But there's a gang of evidence saying that Big Meech is culpable, responsible, and knowledgeable about what happened to Cuffy, and ain't none of these same niggas who's criticizing you saying nothing about him. How do we get to that?
This shit is a whole. This shit about to be a movie. This nigga running around suing people. Meech is running around suing niggas. Ross must have hooked that nigga up with a badass lawyer. You hear me? I don't even know what to say about this shit here. So is Meech gonna sue Bleu Davinci? Cause this shit about to be everywhere. Damn. That little Meecho stinking ass. That nigga that went against his dad. He went against the La Familia nigga. What? Whoa, traitor ass. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Yeah, I'll be back with another one. This shit here. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button.